right, geezers, your favourite person in the whole wide web, back with another fantastic instalment of Earth versus the World Slot Plus ... this week in ... tonight. You're gonna love this one, mate. Do not watch this one. Do not watch this one. If you have watched this one, I genuinely might consider giving you financial compensation. You should get danger money for watching this. Honestly, we have got some stories coming up. And in today's Breaking Truths, YouTuber terrorised Jewish communities by throwing money on the floor to make, quote, Jew traps. Now, is this YouTuber the flattened Cocker Spaniel or the 14-year-old boy wearing it as some quaint little hat? Yeah, this is another form of content that racks up millions of views. In one video, he throws loose change on the floor of a Stamford Hill suburb, calling it a, quote, Jew trap. He then films unsuspecting members of the Jewish community walking past to see if they interact with it, full stop. The short clip racked up 1.4 million views on YouTube alone. So, Big Man from Earth With does a wholesome, lovely feature, Minority of the Week, giving lots of love and a big shout out, big up the minorities of the world, Minority of the Week. That gets maybe double-digit views if I really play my cards right. If I put Mr. Beast, our lovely granddad, on the thumbnail doing something suspicious looking, right, that will maybe get double-digit views. This geezer does some of the most cliche, hacky, tired... I mean, this stuff was stale 40 fucking years ago, for crying out loud. And you fuck muppets, you absolute view piglets, lap it up to the fucking oinker. You can't get enough of it. You don't want novel, new, genuinely interesting content. You want crap. And I'm trying to make peace with that, because every episode now I find a kind of content that does a lot better than this. And I feel it's a testament not to my own personal failings, but the failings of everyone else, dear viewer. Yeah, this geezer, he's another one of these influencers on the internet. He causes a mischief in ethnic communities for hashtag content for hashtag 1.4 million views on YouTube alone. In other truths, Cbot prematurely quit Gideon's boxing match, is now stranded in Houston with Houston, we have a problem, with a lawsuit waiting for him at home. Repost. This reminds me of my ill-fated boxing match with Chris Bores. Rest in power, Chris Bores, the irate gamer. We do have more on this, actually. For context, Cbot3 is an infamous figure online because he continuously jokes about watching CSAM, that's child porn, raping kindergartners, idolising Peter Scully, I don't know who that is, having middle schoolers in his DMs, and being a, quote, map, another word for paedophile. A few months prior to this match, Gideon, an online predator catcher, came into contact with Cbot3 upon his audience notifying him of his online infamy, full stop. Cbot3, knowing of Gideon's predator catching, wanted to fight Gideon. So, the two agreed to host a boxing match between C.3 and a boxer appropriate for his weight class and age range, I would also hope. More context, the UTTP and 764 are two internet extortion and terror groups that are known for exploiting children and terrorising them under threat of doxing or other forms of retribution, full stop. These are the two groups depicted on Cbot3's chest, full stop, comma break. So, last night, Gideon, YouTube predator catcher, live streamed a boxing match between Cbot3, a known online internet creepy man, and wannabe UTTP and 764 member, and Fox the G influencer boxer, full stop. Cbot 3. Do not watch
First
this one.
attempt to
Do
flee
not
the
watch
match
this
by
one.
taking
If
a
you have
close
watched
smoke
this one,
break,
I genuinely
then
might
after
consider
the first
giving you
match, you should
financial
continue fighting quick.
compensation. You should get danger money for watching this.
Edit. I didn't mention this before, but the conditions were that if C lost, they'd get to look through his phone and cut off his dreads. If C won, he'd get an extra 5k, totaling to a 10k cash prize. Houston, we have a register evader. In other truths, speaking of paedophiles, sorry we missed you. Your items were delivered too. Packet left in food waste bin. Great. Hope okay. That's the bit that kills me, truly. Hope okay. YouTube responds as users report getting unskippable 90-second ads. Yeah, I mean, that is just outrageous. Today's video is sponsored by Thumb. Now, Thumb, unlike other vapes, they've got lots of lovely flavours. You've got asbestos sticky toffee pudding. Oh dear viewer, there's a new flavour, pistachio and minced Liberal Democrat. I think that might be my favourite. That might be, what was it? Black Boy of Alabama Fudge. Oh, that one's good. This one might be better, mate. So go to tryfoom.com and enter my promo code From Earth with Thumb. www.tryfoom.com/From Earth with trythumb.com for 5% off, I think, your first order. I'm feeling generous. 7% off your first order of Thumb. What it is? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's not a vape. It's not. There's lots of lovely flavours. You've got pecan and sawdust. Oh, lemon and wall socket. That's a classic, mate. It's basically lovely vaporous air. It's not a vape. And, you know, some people have said it scares women, right? Seeing this gay little bit of wood in your mouth, it repulses the fairer sex. I am here to tell you that for 5% off, you can get your first order. Go to www.tryfoom.com/FromEarthWithThoom.com for 7% off, perhaps. It's not a vape, right? And, you know, the hysteria around this product. I can't go outside. The local teenagers harass me. They key my car with homophobic epithets. Some of that is not true. Don't read everything you believe on the internet. Go to foom.com. Enter my promo code From Earth with minced Liberal Democrats. Really. In other truths, I feel like I manifested this because in the previous instalment of Slot Plus, I did allude to Carl Jobst, the albino racialist. YouTuber Carl Jobst has filed a defamation lawsuit against Billy Mitchell, the Billy Mitchell Pac-Man man. Jobst says Mitchell publicly accused him of criminal conduct and what are you doing? Put your denims on. Yeah, this is sort of a twist of fate I didn't quite see coming. Last year, if you remember, I did cover it. Carl Jobst was ordered to pay a stupid amount of money to Billy Mitchell for defamation. Now he's putting on his big boy lawyer suit and he's going to attempt to get that money back via defamation case. So that's nice, isn't it? I can't believe you do this, Billy Mitchell. Here I was doing a video on Jared committing a bit of charity fraud, and now I find out you're defaming me. In other truths, you are my god. Japan's PM tells British rock band Deep Purple. Do comment below, who's your favourite member of Deep Purple? Is it the fella on screen? Yeah, I thought as much. I don't actually know any Deep Purple beyond Smoke on the Water, I think. Yeah, that's probably the only bit of Deep Purple I know. Comment below, dear viewer. What's your favourite shade of purple? And is lilac really purple? Come on, let's be serious now. Let's be fucking adult about this. In other troves, Clavinculus HOSPITALMAXXED after Sussy overmog. Yeah, we've got it on video here. He was live, dicking about on live to, I can only imagine, tens of billions of viewers, knowing my fucking luck. This guy's mentally ill. He's really not well. This is the guy that hits himself in the face with hammers because he has body dysmorphia. And instead of seeking therapy for it, he's made a career. He did survive the Sussy overmog. We do have an update. Just got home. That was brutal. All of the substances are just a cope, trying to feel neurotypical while being in public, but obviously that isn't a real solution, full stop. The worst part of tonight was my face descending from the life support mask. Yeah, he's not well. And again, I'm the bad guy for saying people like this should not be allowed an internet connection. People like this should have their fucking broadband cut. If you are in the midst of a mental health episode, or God forbid a mini-series, you should have your internet taken away. We can't keep not just enabling, but rewarding people to be mentally ill. It is now a career path, dear viewer, to be a little bit of a lunatic. We've gone backwards. Because back in the Victorian age, we'd have like human zoos where we'd laugh and gawp and poke with sticks, the sort of, homeless. Not regular homeless, like mental, like mentalist homeless. I believe that's the Latin term for them. And we're back to that. We're back to Victorian people zoos. But now we have the people zoo at the comfort of our fucking glowing rectangle. And it's evolved. It's evolved from tabloid hysteria. Back in the 2000s, you had things like Jeremy Kyle. Stateside, you had Jerry Springer. Oh, look, let's gawp at the freak show. And we reward these people. We need to stop giving them money and maybe giving me money instead. In other troves, speaking of internet freak show, American YouTuber Johnny Somalia sentenced to 6 months in prison for offences in Korea. I'm sorry to break your heart, dear viewer. It is South Korea he was arrested in. Is that an Israeli flag? Yes. Yeah, that is an Israeli flag on his fucking collar. Typical. Yeah, we are not going to get a state execution of this geezer, unfortunately. I know, I'm heartbroken. Kim Jong-un is not going to feed this guy head first to his pet tigers. And I'm still reeling, frankly. Make no mistake and best believe, dear viewer, when I am Prime Minister, I will be the great leader of fucking around and finding out. Okay? No, you don't enter someone else's home, their country, and dick about. Again, being rewarded for being a cretin. That is what the internet has created. It has created an ecosystem where people can be deviant little creatures and get brand deals for it. Meanwhile, I'm here. Nothing. Today's video is sponsored by Thumb. They haven't dropped me. They're not going to drop me. Don't you worry. I found this quite humorous. 6 months in prison, 20 days of detention and a 5-year employment ban at institutions related to children, teens and people with disabilities. I'm saying nothing. I knew there was something wrong with him when I saw that fucking Israeli flag on his collar. And that's it. Christ. Okay. Wow, we absolutely rushed through that. Do you want to do it again? Alright, let's do it again.
Hang on a moment.
In today's breaking truths, YouTuber terrorised Jewish communities by throwing money on the floor to make Jew traps. Is this YouTuber the flattened Cocker Spaniel or the 14-year-old boy wearing it as some quaint little hat? In other truths, my boxing match with Chris Bores. That's what I'm reminded of seeing this headline. Cbot3 prematurely quit Gideon's boxing match. He's now stranded in Houston. Houston, we have a paedophile with a lawsuit waiting for him at home. Oh, this is just beautiful, isn't it? Gideon, an online predator. Catcher came into contact with Cbot3. Oh, hang on. Oh, wonderful. I'll watch that after this. Packet left in food waste bin. Hope okay. YouTube responds as users getting YouTuber Carl Jobs has filed a defamation lawsuit. You are my god. Japan's PM tells British rock band Deep Purple, what's your favourite shade of purple, please? Clavinculus HOSPITALMAXXED after Sussy overmog. American YouTuber Johnny Somalia sentenced to 6 months in prison for offences in... I do think Kim Jong-un's got a little bit of drip though. I'll be honest now. Like when he wears that leather trench coat, baller. He's honestly, he has no right to have even an ounce of aura. He's got drip to him. Truly. I love you. God bless yourself. And as usual, I'm sorry you had to hear it. No, truly. Do not watch this one. Do not watch this one. If you have watched this one, I genuinely might consider giving you financial compensation. You should get danger money for watching this. I do genuinely believe I just have to be a bit more of a racialist. I may have to go American History X at this point because I do a lovely feature, Minority of the Week. You know the theme tune. Well, I give a big shout out to the minorities of the weeks. And meanwhile, you don't need talent anymore. You can just have a camera and be a little bit of a racialist and they'll give you brand deals. You'll work with Adidas. Yeah, you'll have your face on a fucking billboard. Would I get more views if I just affected an Indian accent? Comment below. I'm being serious now. Would I get more views if I just did this? Hello, I am having a problem.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.